Imagine if we needed to compare the number of Year 7 and Year 8 students on if they could swim 200 meters or not. Can you draw a Venn diagram representing this scenario? Pause the video and give it a go. You may have created something like this. At first impression, hopefully you could already see that it's quite busy. Next, you may recognize that some sections are actually quite irrelevant. What are some places in the diagram that's impossible? Firstly, this region. It indicates that a student can be in both Year 7 and Year 8, which is impossible. Next, the swimming categories. Either you can swim 200 meters or you can't. There is no overlap. What is a better tool that could be used when categories have no overlap? Reason number 1 clearly represents categories that have no overlap. This is a two-way table. We can quickly see the benefit of this, seeing how simple it is. This section represents the number of Year 7 students who can swim 200 meters. This piece showcases the number of Year 7 students who can't. This piece represents the number of Year 8 students who can swim 200 meters. And finally, this section showcases the number of Year 8 students who can't. No pieces of information are irrelevant or wasted. Reason number 2 helps discover if there is a connection between the categories. Understanding and knowing if there's an association between our categories is essential because it helps us uncover patterns, relationships, and trends within the data to then improve decision making. When we discover no connection between the categories, we call them independent to each other. Let me explain this reason with a medical research example. If we wanted to investigate the data on a certain medical condition and its connection with smoking, if we were given the following data of 1,335 patients, we noticed most people who have the medical condition are smokers, which supports the idea that smoking could cause or influence this condition. And as you can see, the two-way table clearly highlights this relationship between the categories. Reason number 3, improve everyday life situations. For instance, budgeting. When managing personal finances, you can create two-way tables to track income sources and expenses. This can help you make smart choices about budgeting and savings. Here is an example of a teenager's budget. How do you work out the savings for each month? Yes, by calculating the total of the income, then subtracting the expenses total. If this person stays on this budget, they will have approximately $2,400 at the end of the year. Next, to learn what you need to know for two-way tables, click here and I'll see you in the next one.